your only all-local morning news. Fox 2 News Morning.
Well, love is in the air, but for some divorced couples, love has left the building. How can you keep things civil with your ex, not just today, but all year long? We'll have some tips next.
You're getting a divorce?
Yeah.
Amy heard you crying in the bathroom. We all thought it was cancer.
Oh.
Thank God, man.
Yeah, just my relationship.
Hi, can I buy you a drink?
Well, not every relationship lasts forever, and when things go south, people wind up getting divorced.
That's right.
Just the truth.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. So how do you keep things civil even when you're having a divorce? Can you have a loving divorce? Joining us here, Alisa Peskin-Shepherd, family law attorney with the Transitions Legal Law Firm in Birmingham. You could have a happy divorce. Is that the norm, or is that the exception to the rule?
Well, we're talking about loving divorce.
A loving divorce.
Right? So ultimately, hopefully, you will be happy. But we want to try to help people have a more loving divorce. So you have to start with, what does love mean? What is the concept of love?
Well, it changes when you get divorced, right?
Well, if you think about it, it changes during marriage, too. So with all due respect to Valentine's Day and new love, love is really an action more than just a concept. What does it mean to be in love? So if you think of love as an action, and how you are going to behave during your divorce and how you're going to treat the other party, you can have a loving divorce.
Are we speaking in terms of having to continue to have a relationship because of kids? Or, I mean, once the divorce is over, can it just be loving by not speaking to each other?
Right, so you're not talking about being in love with somebody.
Perfect love.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, shouldn't you have a clean break?
So you're talking about loving yourself. How are you proceeding through your divorce? Do it with respect and dignity so that when you're done, you still have respect for yourself. And you are pleased with the way that you went through your divorce.
Does it matter who files first in a divorce?
No, it doesn't really. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
For some people, it matters emotionally, which is another concept with regard to a loving divorce. If you're making decisions based on your emotions, emotions get in the way with trying to be rational and reasonable sometimes.
You recommend people maybe separate a little bit before, if they're thinking about getting a divorce, separate a little bit and then
every case is so different, Charlie. Really, every case is so different.
So what are some of the tips that you have?
Some of the tips for proceeding to try to have a loving divorce is to remember that it's not about being in love, because obviously you're no longer in love with that person with the passion that you had before. But be compassionate and be understanding. Decide what your goals are, and then drive your decisions based on your goals. So if your children are the most important thing, and you make your decisions based on your kids, you're going to make better decisions.
How do you tell the kids you're getting divorced? Does mom do it, dad do it, both do it together? What do you say to the kids?
Well, you know, therapists recommend that if possible for parents to tell children together that they're getting divorced.
What do you say? We don't like each other anymore. It's not working out, kids.
No, but the more information you can give children when you're deciding to get divorced and you're telling them, the better off the children will be, because there are so many unknowns for kids.
Wow.
And every conversation is going to depend on your children. You just don't know how your children are going to respond, and their ages make a difference. There's so many things that come into play.
Very good information. We'll have to leave it right there, but we will put more information on our website, fox2detroit.com. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. We'll be right back.